I have 4 kids who are 5 years old and under, and soon I will have 5 kids who are 6 and under. So when it comes to keeping a tidy, clean home, it has been a challenge over the years, but this year in particular, I'm getting that, guys. I am getting that, and I wanted to share my 13 tips to help you make your home look clean all the time, even with a million little children rascals running around all day with you. So I am a homeschool stay-at-home mom, which means my kids are with me all day, every day. And I feel like it's a lot easier to keep your home tidy and in order when you are out of the house most of the day. But if you are a stay-at-home mom, even if you have 1 or 2 kids, it can get really hectic, and I understand. So these are the 13 things that I feel have made the biggest difference, and they are very practical tips that you can implement right away to make your house look clean all the time. Is it going to be pristine, like actually pristine? No, but at least you will be ready for people to rock up randomly, and you're not going to feel embarrassed or want to send them away. Like, you will be more than happy to welcome them into your home because you'll be proud of the space that you have. If you haven't subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I make a lot of decluttering and minimizing videos. That is my first tip. Declutter and minimize your house. The less things you have, the less things you have to take care of, the less things you have to clean. It's a very simple tip that I don't know about you and how many things you own, but I guess it can feel overwhelming when you've never done this before. If you feel like you are always having to clean up or pick up things, trust me, it's time to minimize, and I will leave a decluttering video up here to give you some motivation to start today. And guys, I have also created a 30-day declutter and clean with me challenge. I will leave it in the description box below. You guys can download that for free, and it will take you through 30 days of decluttering and cleaning. So by the end of the month, your home will be absolutely pristine. Step 1, go and declutter and minimize your home. Next is Clutter Basket. I know this has been talked about on the internet, but you want to have baskets in every single room where you can quickly throw everything into if a last minute appointment comes up, or someone's rocking up, or you know, just whatever emergencies you have on hand. If you need to clean up your house in a jiffy, you want those baskets to be available there in the moment, so you can just sweep everything up in your arms, turn on the cleanup song and get the kids to grab everything they can find, turn it into a game and chuck it all into that clutter box. You are able to come back to it later on when you have the time and put them away in their rightful homes. But having those baskets there allows you to quickly hide all the mess within like 2 minutes, just like that. You want those baskets there for emergency visitors. Next is organizing trays. There's something about a tray that just puts together a look. It makes you look like a more organized and sophisticated person when your things are placed on a tray. So think about your soap dispensers in your bathrooms, having your like dishcloths and everything on a tray as well. Obviously we put perfumes on trays. You can put your night cream on a tray. I put my jewelry in a little tray, right? Just keeping those things that you want out because you use them often, but putting them on a tray pulls the look together and makes you look more organized, and it makes it look like it's purposefully there and not just left out. Like, that is its home, and the trays that you can find are usually quite cheap and they make the space look more beautiful. Back to my baskets topic. I love baskets. I use them for everything. You need laundry baskets in all of your bathrooms and in all of your bedrooms. Why? Because your children and your husband likely do not hang up their clothes or fold them. They just throw it on the ground. Try and make it easier for them having a basket there specifically for laundry, clean or dirty, whatever. We all wash the clothes anyway. If it's on the floor, we're not hanging it up, we're chucking it in the washer. Put it there for them. Encourage them to throw and aim for the basket, and that will help you a lot. Another tip, again on the baskets, with your children, and I have even done this with my husband, if they tend not to fold their clothes, get baskets. So my girls and my husband have baskets in their rooms where I have an undies basket, a bottoms basket, and a pajamas basket, and then all their tops and dresses are hanging up. And then with my husband it's similar. They don't fold their clothes, and when it comes to their drawers they can't find anything because they shove it all just wherever in their drawers, right? Use baskets. If your kids aren't going to remember, then just draw a little picture on them or print out a label with a picture on them because your kids are young, and put them on the baskets. I don't do that. I just make my kids know what goes where, and then they can throw it in there and not worry about it again. It also makes laundry faster because instead of folding, you can literally just grab the baskets and throw all their clothes into the right categories. Have 2 sets of brooms and dustpans if you have a 2-story home. Now, because I'm trying to be very minimal with the things that we own, I did put this off for a long time, but I did end up buying another broom and dustpan for the downstairs area because I found that I would take it downstairs and I would leave it down there, and then our kitchen and stuff is upstairs, so my husband would get frustrated because he's like, where's the broom? And I'm like, I left it downstairs because I'm lazy. And then he'd get annoyed and we'd have to run around and find it. So now I have invested in another broom and dustpan which stays downstairs. Let me tell you, it makes me clean up down there way more often because it is easier. If you are not doing something, it's because there's resistance. It's not easy enough. So make it easier for you and just buy another set, even if you're trying to be minimal. If you struggle with tidying up an area because you don't want to walk upstairs to get the things you need to clean it, just buy another set, keep it downstairs, problem solved. You want aesthetically pleasing spray bottles and wipes readily available everywhere. It doesn't really need to be aesthetically pleasing, but I feel like if you want your home to look clean and tidy all the time, you want it to match the decor in the room if it is out on display. Now, I personally don't keep it on display. I keep all my cleaning stuff in the cupboards hidden. I have a cleaning spray and cleaning wipes in both the bathrooms. I have them in the kitchen, and then those are the areas that I frequently clean. Now, you want those things readily available in those areas instead of having like one space in the house where you keep everything. I personally prefer to split them up and have them right there so I can get the job done immediately. If I'm brushing my teeth and I notice that the mirror in the bathroom needs to be wiped down, I can just grab it right there. 1 second. Done. It's done because it's right there. I'm not going to clean that mirror if I have to walk into another room and find all the products and come back, because by then I've brushed my teeth, you know, I've forgotten about it. So just make it easier for yourself. Stack the dishwasher immediately. Don't just rinse it out and leave it on the bench. You want to put it straight into the dishwasher, wipe down the benches, and you're good to go. It looks tidy, it looks clean. You don't need to go back to it later, and so out of sight, out of mind. And then just switch the dishwasher on at night before you go to bed so it's ready for you first thing in the morning. If you don't have a dishwasher, my advice would be to only have 1 set of dinnerware per person in the family. That way you are forced to wash each person's dish immediately after every meal, put it away to dry, and that way it's never piling up. If you have multiple dishes that you can just keep pulling from, you're gonna have a massive pile of dishes at the end of the day. Why do that? Just minimize, keep it to 1 per person, and it will stay tidy all the time, and you will clean it because it's so easy to get it done. Next is obvious, keep your floors and your bench spaces clear and clean. We have recently implemented duties with our children. Oh, okay. Have fun. My kids are 5, 4, 3, and nearly 2. So they are getting to an age where they're able to do more duties around the house. Duties, chores. I like calling them duties instead. So after every single meal, I have been teaching my children to clean up after themselves. So my daughter, who is 4, her job is to take all the plates up to the dishwasher, and then she wipes down the table. I try to get her to do the best job possible, but she's tiny, she can't even reach into the middle of the table. So she does what she can, and then my 5-year-old will sweep up just that area where they ate. He will sweep it all up, pick it up with the dustpan, put it away, and then he puts the broom and the dustpan back to where they belong. Therefore, they have just cleaned up their surface that they messed up and the floors. It's so easy. If they have been eating wet food and there are spills on the floor, instead of sweeping, he will grab wipes and wipe it up instead. I feel like the quickest way to keep everything tidy is as soon as you use a bench space, just quickly sweep it up. Yes, other people are in your home and they're probably going to make a mess too, so anytime that you are making a mess in an area, if you have downtime cooking or you're walking past a spot that needs a wipe down, grab that wipe and spray that you keep in that area because you would have kept it there by now and just quickly wipe it. It literally takes 10 seconds. Rubbish bags everywhere. If you want to be bougie, maybe you can invest in like actual proper bins for each room. I personally really don't like the like foot pedal bins. They're just annoying to me. I feel like over time they never open properly, so it doesn't look good, but I would just throw rubbish bags everywhere. I keep one in the laundry room, in both the bathrooms. We obviously have proper bins in our kitchen, and then there's also one outside on our deck. I keep a huge bag outside in our undercover deck, just knowing that there's a bin right there. It's the same sort of principle. As soon as there is rubbish, just pick it up. Put it away. You don't need to do an entire area. It's just while you are walking somewhere, if you notice something's on the floor, you can just pick up that piece of rubbish, put it in the closest bin, because there will be a bin within a few meters of you if you listen to my tips, and voila, it's done. Simple, quick, it takes no extra time. The trick to living life and just being good at keeping a home is just to make everything seamlessly interweave with each other. Number 11, this is like a cleanliness trick to cleanliness. Shoes. Now, shoes, especially if you have young kids or a big family, shoes are going to be everywhere. My rule is shoes off at the door. They go straight into the laundry where our shoes are kept. No, it doesn't look very good. I am yet to do up that room and make it more functional for our family and obviously a bit more nicer to look at. But for now, the system and rule still goes. As soon as the kids walk into the door, I would say my husband does this too, but he doesn't. They need to take their shoes off and put it in the kids' shoe basket. That is where everything is kept. And then that way there is no shoes at the front of our door, inside of our house, or lying around. And obviously when you go to leave, if you're in a jiffy, the kids know where their shoes are at all times. Now, the thing with shoes is they look very messy. Even if you line them up at your front door, even if you keep them on like a shoe stand at the front entrance, in my personal opinion, I feel like it just looks messy because it's just a whole bunch of items, and often those shoes are going to be worn out and run down, so they don't look very nice. Now, no, it's not important, like it's such a silly thing, but why not? Why not just keep them hidden away so that everything looks more clean and tidy? I feel like it just gives a better illusion that the space is clean and open and airy if they're just kept hidden away. When it comes to paper clutter, you want to make everything digital. My husband and I have been renting for our entire marriage, and so we have constantly been moving. That means that we have kept all of our mail sent to our family's house because they own their homes and we see our families often. They are able to see if anything important comes in the mail, and honestly, we don't sign up to anything that sends out mail. The only thing that comes is like government things, or I'm pretty sure just government things, or fines, I should say. My husband's fines, not me. So turn everything digital, and with that, make sure you are constantly unsubscribing from people you don't even remember what it's for, or if it's not important to you. If you are constantly getting emails and you're scrolling through them, imagine how much time is wasted just filtering through them to try and find the important things you want to see. Any spare minute you have, just go into your mail, quickly unsubscribe to those places that you don't care about, And that way, everything will like slowly over time just be more seamless and easy to navigate in your online world as well as at home. By eliminating the paper clutter, your life is just so much easier. Lastly, if you can't eliminate all of the paper clutter, if you can't turn everything digital, then create a filing system. You want a system that works for you and your family. You want an area that is really accessible as soon as you walk in the door with your mail. You want it to be set up in a place, preferably at the front door, where your entryway is, to quickly file everything in its rightful spot, and then to get to that as soon as you can. So set up a routine. Maybe every Sunday you go through your bills, you go through everything in your files and put them away in a filing cabinet or throw them out. But you just want a system that prevents you from just piling everything into drawers. That way everything is lost, you get behind on bills, and it's just a whole mess. It's stressful. The overall arching message of this video is systems, guys, systems. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Go and watch more videos like this one over here, and I will see you guys next time.